there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting, and today you're joining me for the first in what could be a very long series. As often I've talked about doing boat stuff and being out and about on boats, but there's so much more to life than boats, as I've said so many times over the years. So I wanted to show you the rest of my life, and then I thought of that term and thought, hang on, this is the new video series, as a chicken's kicking off up in the background there. The rest of my life, which can be a series that goes on for the rest of my life, however terrifyingly long or short that may be. Ooh, let's roll. Right, my friends, the whole idea behind this new video series is that I'm finally taking your advice out there. This is a new series that's going to replace a lot of the random other shorter, smaller, more specific videos that I used to do when I'd be going out and about. So instead of having to do loads of filming if I go somewhere for a day or whatever to make that into its own video, there'll just be a few clips so I can actually enjoy the experience of just life and living and being in that particular place without thinking, oh, get footage of that, get a photo of that. It's going to be unscheduled, so there's no pressure of, right, got to get this many videos done. Because it's unscheduled and it's going to interrupt the current flow of videos, I'm closing the Patreon down. So if you're watching this now, the Patreon's already down. If you're signed up to it, don't worry, you shouldn't be charged again. And I've refunded, or I will have refunded by the time this video goes live, the more recent PayPal payments I've received. So I just want to say a huge thank you to anybody who has supported me on those things, and I hope that you'll enjoy what I've got lined up in the future. I hope you'll enjoy the fact that it's not costing you anything either. So again, thank you so much. As we pan the camera around in the background, you can see just what an extraordinary rural place we're at, as it is, as I always say, for so much of the canal around here. And yet, even on a beautiful day like this, there's that little hint of wind, a reminder to make the absolute most of a little bit of sun in the air, which is exactly what we're about to do. Oswald's well. That's good for him. Sometimes you've just got to treat yourself to a nice new haircut. I'm not sure if the wind is going to be playing havoc with this recording, but these trees in the background and this just a little ridge of a hill, barely anything in the grand scheme of things. This is the sort of place that over the years I've been out and about walking, and I'm not sure if there's even a little clip somewhere in one of my really, really old sort of video montages and clip videos of me out and about doing stuff, where I'm literally sat on one of the tree trunks in the background on the brow of the hill, literally painting just the scene over here. Now, I'm certainly not going to claim to be any sort of artist, or I'm certainly not going to show that image of what I painted online anywhere, but again, it's just one of those things that I always have felt so grateful for growing up somewhere like Oswestry. As I always call, this is the first field when you leave Oswestry. There's houses a couple of hundreds of feet away from us here, and then going off into the distance, as I dazzle you with the sunlight here, we've got just countryside as far as you want to take it, really. And yeah, just thought I'd share this place with you. Absolutely love it up here. Curlews over the field here, and they have like almost like a fire engine or police car or ambulance sort of siren as their general call. Right, see if we can get closer and hear any more of them. It's amazing to note the difference when you're wandering around town on a random market day on a Wednesday or a Saturday compared to just the days on either side of it. Obviously Sunday doesn't count as a proper day, but again, to actually have a bit of sunshine after the recent treble storm situation, one after the other, it's definitely nice to be out and about, even if I'm just in the middle of town. Just being outside and being able to like stretch my arms out and not hit a boat wall and a boat roof, definitely a big novelty at the minute. Well, it's been a pleasant morning in and around Oswestry. Met my friend, had a quick drink, and then went just up what we call the Castle Bank, which is literally where a castle used to be a few years before I was born, I'll say that much, right in the centre of town, and just stayed up there talking for ages. As you can probably hear, as I'm on my way back down to the canal here, caught the bus out to Welsh Frankton, heading down the road, literally lower down the road to Lower Frankton. You might be able to hear in traditional fashion of these parts, it's beautiful rural countryside, but we've got helicopters roaring overhead and skimming along the ground, all sorts going on. So yeah, I'm gonna take the boat up. It's a little bit windy. We've dropped into this nice, calm, quiet patch here, which is why I've got the camera out. So yeah, I'll move the boat up. I'm not sure where I'm gonna stop. I'll see how I go. It's a little bit windier than I'd like it to be, but it's certainly the best day that we've had weather-wise for a very, very long time. And luckily, once I've got the first few hundred feet of the boat trip out of the way, the wind will only be pushing me against the towpath side if all goes to plan. So here we go. Beautiful day. Now that we're dropped down off the hillside a little bit, it's well, you can probably tell we've got some breeze going through the trees there, but at the moment here at least it's nice and calm. It almost makes me not want to move the boat and wait until the morning to do it, but I think we'll take this opportunity while the sun is out and beaming and I can barely see what's going on even with my sunglasses on, and well, just enjoy this sort of scenery. Oh, we've got a van going over the bridge in the background, and yeah, let's go boating and let's just enjoy the rest of the day. Sometimes when you look around the environment that the canal passes through in this part of Shropshire, just on the edge of Wales here, it's almost impossible to envision something that could be more idyllic. I mean, look at this. This is a day in March with red hot sun, too warm for your coat, the sun beaming down out of a nice blue sky, a few wispy clouds, your humpback canal bridge, gunshot in the background as there was in my previous video at some points, so perhaps I should speed up and stop shouting, but in all seriousness though, I mean, how extraordinary is this as an environment to be in? Absolutely marvellous stuff, this. Well, my friends, I've got to say, it's rolling up to 5 o'clock, we've got our noodles, life's all good. We've actually got a few boats moving around this evening. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna tuck in. Right then, my friends, it's got incredibly relaxed. I've taken my hat off so you can see my nicely shaved head here, part of the Dan Brown hairstyling collection and part of my new business. It's a joke. But as you might be able to tell, there's like a really orangey hint in the sun here as the sun is starting to get really low. It's not that proper, beautiful, traditional sort of almost red, pink sort of low in the sky. But if I pan the camera around here, you can see that we've got a lot of shadows here, so you haven't got much sunlight hitting across on the far bank. But it's still, I think, a pretty nice scene. So you look over, starting to get towards where the sun is, and see it like streaming through the trees here. I wish that I could show you like what it's like and just sort of how it glints and glimmers. Well, another boat's just gone past, but I'm not only moored up and filled with noodles, but also happy to say we've now got the fire lit. Thrown on a few little sticks, as you can see here, which will hopefully start to take, and yeah, I'm happy, I'm settled, and this is going to be another calm, quiet, cosy evening afloat. Hopefully. As this is a new video series, we've got a sparkler, but because I haven't got a cake, I'm not entirely certain what to expect from this thing. It's looking a bit menacing, I've got to be honest. But yeah, because I haven't got a cake to celebrate this new video series launch with, we've got just a uncooked plain bread roll with whatever this thing is. Now, I'm not entirely certain what to expect here, so I'm going to sit back a little way, and I believe you just literally light the paper on the top of it. So, fingers crossed here, my friends. Ooh, I'm under pressure, I can't do the match. Right, let's see what's about to happen. Oh, nothing yet. Oh, I'm getting scared. Oh! I'm too scared to go too close to it, my friends. Oh, that caught me off guard. Well, that's quite impressive. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is really suitable for inside a boat where the roof is so low, but I'm glad you're joining me for this moment. Well, that was very exciting. Anyway,